That was a good one. Hey, welcome back. Concept Something, episode 26.
Oh, dude, I thought we were going to say it wrong for a second.
Yeah. For some reason, I thought you told me the other number, but whatever. I'm Nathan.
I'm Ryan.
And, we're glad you're here. So, okay. So, you know how Texas got shredded by the snowstorm?
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so every single time there's, like, either, like, crazy weather or, like, I guess more recently with COVID and everything, there have been, like, huge lockdowns and whatnot.
Yeah.
And you know how that causes mass panic of, like, I gotta go to the store and get whatever, get all my stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You see these pictures of the stores and everything's gone. Literally everything. So my question is, who's the person who's out there who's like, gotta go down the spice aisle, gotta get my cayenne pepper, gotta get 4 cans of olives, what else do I need? Lipstick, lots of lipstick, I need the lipstick. Birthday cards, gone, they're mine. Who's out there doing this stuff?
See, I see the food because it's like, hey, everything else is gone. All they have left is olives. We need something to eat, so let's just get 4 things of olives. But, like, when it comes, like, lipstick, I'm about to look fabulous home alone.
Dude, then, like, all the spices, too. What? I'm gonna survive eating cayenne pepper. Give me your bags of sugar and flour.
Dude, some good chives.
Yeah. Because, like, I get the essentials, like, bottles of water, obviously, that's going to be gone first. Toilet paper, sure, makes sense. Bread, gotcha. What about all this other random stuff that, like,
everything
that's on the shelves and you walk by in a normal week and it's like, who buys this normally?
What kind of store are you talking about that was sold out? Was it just all stores?
Like a standard grocery store. Like, comparative to, like, a Kroger or a Meijer around here. Just, everything's gone.
Even, like, the beer section?
Yeah.
Which, that made sense. People were like, man, no food's left. We're just going to get
Dude, if there was like a warning that was like, hey, you guys are going to get a storm that's so bad that you're going to be out of power for, like, possibly 5 days, and you just got to sit there and do nothing, you want to know what I'm going to do? Fucking stock up on beer. That's all I'm going to do.
Bro, literally wake up and just have nothing but beer for the whole day.
Yeah. Dude, have you heard of this new thing called Beerios?
Dude, that's not a new thing.
You know Cheerios. Take out the milk, add beer.
See, you may be asking yourself right now, why are you mentioning this? This sounds like a horrible idea. Well, you are correct, but we know people who've done it.
Yeah. It was a choice. I don't know why people do it, but...
It was like the morning after, like, just drinking a lot. So it's like, wow, how could you drink beer right now? And our one friend was like, well, we're out of milk. What else am I supposed to eat my Cheerios with?
Yeah.
There's still some beer left over. So gross, dude. So gross.
Yeah, but really, who's out there buying that stuff?
I don't know. Like, I'm trying to just think of something that's crazy, that, like, odd for someone to buy out of.
Cleaning supplies.
So I was like, who's buying all the plungers?
I was thinking brooms. Like, brooms are, like, mops, I guess, can kind of make sense for, like,
cleaning up the snow.
All the water and stuff, because, like, a bunch of pipes broke or froze over, and it's a mess down there. But, yeah, like, that could kind of make sense, but...
What about, like, plungers and...
It's that one person who's like, I've never had a plunger in my entire life, but now that everyone's going to, like, mass panic, I think it's the time. I think I'm finally going to pull the trigger and buy a plunger. I've just been wrapping my hand up in toilet paper and just punching it, but now it's time to step my game up and move up in life.
I was just picturing that in my mind, just someone be like, I don't have a plunger, but, just starts fisting the toilet.
Yeah, I don't know what you would do if you don't have a plunger. Just hope. Just hope and pray you never clog a toilet.
Well, I guess you hope and pray, and if it happens, you hope and pray it doesn't go over.
Oh, that'd be. Oh my gosh.
Because, like, if it doesn't go over, you have time to go and buy your supplies. But not in this case. Maybe that's what they're thinking. Maybe they're thinking, hey, everything's locked down, no power, no heat, no nothing. What if I take a giant dump and I can't plunger the toilet? I need a plunger because I don't want it overflowing. Maybe that's what's going through their mind.
I'm not sure if that's what people are actually thinking in that situation. Because
Goes through my mind.
my first thing would be like, how much food do I have here? Oh, okay. I kind of got enough to survive for a hot minute.
Same. It's not like it was the whole end of the world. Because, like, if they needed more food, they can just ship it from, like, Alabama or Oklahoma or something.
Yeah.
Like a next door state who had probably.
Well, it was like it's because they got a bunch of like everything iced over, so like you couldn't. No one was getting anywhere.
Yeah, because they don't know how to drive in the ice, dude.
No, it was like legitimately like an inch thick of ice.
What?
Yeah,
Actually?
no, yeah. It was like freezing rain, and then they got snow on top of that. And then all of it, I think like this week now down in Texas is like, it's like probably like 80.
Dude, that'd be so nice. It's like relieving. But I like just saw all the damage it did. It did so much.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, someone from one of my classes, since I have all online classes this semester, she's from Texas and like in the region that got hit bad. And she's just like a week after like the storm hit, she sent a message in our group chat saying, yeah, sorry, I was just able to get internet bad.
That would be brutal. I guess that's when you'd want to have a bunch of board games.
At least they had power, right? Did they have power?
It was, so that what they did was rolling blackouts. So like some areas actually did have power for, I'd say probably like 80% of the time.
Mm-hmm.
But a majority of the people had, so they'd have like 2 hours with power, and then they'd go 8 hours without it, and they'd have 2 hours and then 8 hours essentially.
Is that on purpose?
Yeah, well, because there's so many. I'm not 100% sure on what the reasoning behind that was, but my general assumption is that there's so many like down lines and stuff and issues with that I guess it was the only way that they could still provide power to certain areas, and
it's probably because they just didn't have enough supply for the demand. So it's like,
Yeah.
we'll just split it up between people.
especially if you have like electric heating type stuff, like
Blowing shortages, things like that.
yeah. But I heard I think they like upped the price of power during that, basically to like hopefully get people to like limit their use. And there was someone who I think it was ran their heat the entire time, and I think their bill was like $6,500
Holy crap.
for like
A
3 to 4 days.
Holy crap.
Yeah, it was something outrageous.
Yeah, they probably regretted doing that.
Yeah, I think there was like a GoFundMe to like help them pay it or something.
No, that's their own fault for being dumb running it the whole time.
Well, they didn't know. They didn't know that they were gonna hike the prices.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like if they were doing that, they should have told people.
Yep. Because I think if I read the article right, his like average electricity bill is like $80 a month, something like that. And it's like, oh yeah, that's a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
Just a little bit.
Ours never gets that close to it.
No.
Thank God.
Even with 5 people.
It would be horrible otherwise.
Yeah. Oh, my
Cracker
wrist.
the knuckles.
It's my wrist. Want to hear my elbows?
Oh my
There we go.
God. It makes me cringe every time.
Feels so good. It
Well,
really does.
Texas may be super cold, but do you want to transfer this conversation over to something that was really warm? Say
I
yes.
don't know where you're going with this. I'm assuming it's yeah, sure.
Because
What
one thing
what
I found
poor
out,
segue.
one thing I found out last week that is mind-boggling to me, like just stupid crazy, is Saudi Arabia. You know, place, Middle East, hella warm, shit like that.
Big country.
Huge country.
Yeah.
They import sand from Australia. You know how crazy stupid that sounds?
Is it like on beaches or something like that, or like, or where's the sand going?
It's like sand, I'm pretty sure, for construction, if I found out properly. And the reason because is the sand
Because
is because the sand they actually have in Saudi Arabia is like too fine. Like it's
yeah, I could see that.
like the wind and everything blowing it around apparently makes it too fine. So they have to ship it or import it from Australia because it's more rough, coarse,
yeah.
things like that. And like I never really thought about that, but it just seems like crazy just hearing it off the bat of Saudi Arabia imports sand.
There was, what is it? I forget exactly where it was, but I want to say that indoor ski resort in Dubai.
Yeah.
I think they imported snow from the Himalayas before.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure if it was that, but there was a place that did that.
That sounds very familiar.
Yeah, which like I don't know why they would.
Is there like things or machines that just make fake sand or not fake sand, fake snow?
Yeah, you have. That's what so many like resorts and everything like one use, especially around in Michigan. Like I know, like Boyne and like Shush Mountain and stuff like that. Like probably Crystal Mountain. I think Crystal Mountain's a thing. Yeah, they just have like the synthetic blowers. Which also just makes it a lot better too, because you're not waiting around for a huge snowfall.
You can go whenever you want.
Yeah.
But probably they'll only turn on, we don't have snow yet, so.
Yeah.
That's pretty nice.
Especially those years when it's cold, but we don't get a lot of accumulation.
Like no snow at all.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I'd rather have snow and have it be warm than cold and no snow.
One of those don't mix.
Snow and warm and cold and no snow? I mean, like...
Warm and snow?
Well, I mean, like, warmer. Like, not below zero. Like...
Yeah.
Mid-20s kind of thing. Rather than below zero and no snow. Because I just hate going outside when you're just freezing your ass off, bro.
Yeah, when it's brutal to go outside.
When I don't have an electric start on my car, so I just go and sit in my car, freezing cold, see my breath. It's like, this is painful.
Dude, you need one so badly.
I do need it. It's almost necessary.
It really, especially being in Michigan.
Bro, I've been going without it for like 3 years now.
It's a luxury that I feel you should indulge yourself with.
But I'm saving money by not getting it, and I'm saving money on gas from not like.
It doesn't use that much gas.
You know, let me think it's a good idea.
The satisfaction and happiness versus the disappointment and like regret.
I do have some
the
regret.
scale definitely tips towards the happiness and warmth.
Yeah, I need to move up in the world.
You do.
I should just sell my car, dude, and just get something better.
As you say, yeah, I'm just gonna drive this car into the ground.
Yeah, I say that every time we hop into it. I'm like, oh, it's shaking again. Here we go.
Yeah.
You know, it's not that old of a car. It's only 9 years.
Yeah, I feel like you've had less car issues than I have, though.
That's true.
Yeah. But mine is because, like, especially during all of the COVID stuff, I barely drive anywhere. And
you have to drive your car a lot,
yeah.
Honestly. When you, like, just let your car sit for, like, a long period of time, it's not good for it, actually.
No, it's not at all.
Especially in the colder months. That shit is bad for it.
Yeah. Which that's probably the main reason, or that is the main reason I have issues with mine.
Really?
It's because, like, I go to class, like, twice a week, 2 or 3 times a week. And then I go work out twice a week when I can.
Mm-hmm.
And that's as much as I drive.
So what you're saying is whenever you go somewhere, you're driving every time now, right?
No, because my car is messed up.
Whose fault is that? Not mine.
I'm not blaming anyone. I'm saying it's like online school's fault.
Online school's fault? That's true.
Yeah.
This is really not much you can do other than you can take it for a joyride every day. Drive around the block.
I did that on Tuesday because I was bored. So I drove to campus to grab some stuff. And then I was driving back and I was like, I should probably drive for a little longer just because I can. And it was like nice and warm out too.
Mm-hmm.
So I went and I literally just went around and did like the 4-mile block.
Just driving around.
Yeah.
Though. I don't think I've ever come to doing that.
I think it ended up taking me 20 minutes.
Really?
Yeah, because that's how slow the roads are here.
That's true.
With all the lights and everything too.
I mean, it takes you like 5 minutes to go a mile.
It's not great.
Which kind of sucks if you think about it. Like,
Yeah.
hey, I just need to go a few miles down the road. Well, it's going to be like 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah. It's because like the lights, the timing is so bad.
Mm-hmm. I mean, some roads work well, some don't.
Yeah. There are some that are timed perfectly, like Woodward. If you go up Woodward,
Yes.
if you're going like 5 over, that's perfect. You'll hit every light perfectly.
I think even if you're going the speed limit, I think that's how they timed it, right?
Yeah.
Like, hey, if you're going the speed limit, you'll maybe stopped at the first one, but then everyone after that should be green.
Yeah.
Which is beautiful. That's just how it should be done.
It really should be. But that's not logically how they plan the lights, you know?
I feel like it has to be a logistics nightmare.
Oh, yeah. I would never want to...
Like, all the
Try to
different
figure it
cities, like, trying to coordinate with one another, like...
Yeah. Yeah, I think one thing that would help, too, is if they had the sensors and the sensors actually worked. Because I know around here there's a bunch of lights that do have the sensors.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't actually do anything.
I thought those were like the, hey, if you go through a red light, they take a photo of your car kind of thing.
No, they don't do that around here. Are you kidding? You think they're going to pull someone over for that?
It looks like
The amount of people that go through blatantly red lights where it's straight red and there's 100 feet between them and the intersection and it's already red and they just keep going. Oh, if I had a penny for every time I saw someone do that, I'd be paying rent here for a month at least.
I'm just saying, Southfield, Michigan drivers are the worst. Like, I don't think
They're not... Okay, so...
they're the worst.
I wouldn't say they're the worst. They're just dumb.
Okay.
Like, straight up dumb.
Like, does that mean classify them? I guess that doesn't classify them as the worst. But, like, I'll tell you one story. When they were redoing 10 Mile, like, one of the main roads, when I was
know where this is
driving...
going.
I was driving to school one day, right down the road from our house, corner of like 10 Mile in Southfield. Half of the whole road is like dug up, everything, like dirt, like all the way down to the ground. So like, if you're on the road, if like one lane over where it's all dirt, it drops down like 6 inches, maybe a foot, because it's like they were getting ready to relay it or report and everything. I saw a car go out of a parking lot that had the tapes and everything, or the cones, saying, hey, don't go this way because we're working on the road. And they're like, oh, no, we can make it. They tried to, like, basically almost jump over this 2-lane wide, like, dirt void to get into, like, the actual lanes that were paved. And they just front end tipped in, and then they just got stuck. And it was, like, hilarious, dude. People are so dumb.
Yeah, they are. Didn't you take a video of it and weren't they looking at you?
Yeah, I took a video. So I was at like the stoplight, so it was like in the rearview mirror, and I kind of like zoomed in the rearview mirror. I'm like, man, Southfield drivers are dumb.
Yeah. That, like, seeing people like that is the reason I want to get a dash cam. Just so I have record of it and I can show it to people. And we can just all just share in the experience of watching that absolute garbage drivers.
Dude, I feel like the dash cam has more than one purpose, though. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, like, I feel like getting a car wreck, I feel like that's why I would want to get it.
Yeah.
Thankfully, I've never had issues, though.
Same.
So, John Wood, don't want to get in a car accident. I've made it 6 years without one. So
Yeah.
hopefully I can make it 60 more. If that math works out properly, I'm going to be driving till I'm 82, bro.
Dude, you're trying to make it to 82? Well, no. Calling it at 35. Going out on top.
Bro, I'm calling it 21.
So you're already a year past.
I'm dead right now, bro.
Dude, same.
Yeah. Are you blowing your drink? What are you
I'm
doing?
looking at it.
Nathan
I'm
just
looking to
had,
see if it's recyclable or not.
Nathan made the face of like like you're blowing on something onto his beer can, holding it up to his face. I'm like, what is he doing?
Okay, I am going to crack it then. You want to give me a moment of silence, please?
Yeah,
Thank you.
that sounded really nice.
Got a little spray out and clean crack. Most underrated thing is a good pop tab.
Good pop tabs. I
Yeah.
agree.
Because like you don't appreciate the good ones. You just always remember the bad ones.
Yeah, it's like, man, that beer is really hard to crack open.
Yeah. Or have you ever had it where you go to crack it and the pop tab just snaps in half?
I have had it not where the pop tab snaps in half, but you go to crack it and the pop tab like falls off from like the little like pin it's in.
Yeah.
I've had that before, and I'm sitting there like, yo, what the fuck? How am I supposed to drink this?
Yeah. Yeah, I had it where it snapped in half and I was like, well, I can't do anything about this. But I think we took keys and just stabbed it open.
I mean,
It's
is there anything else you
engineering
can
right
do?
there.
There's really nothing else you can do though.
No. You got to be able to get to the beer.
I think. How do like different companies do pop tabs differently? I feel like it should be like the similar process, right, for all of them.
Yeah, I'd say like 90% of them are the same. But it could be how much material they use.
Okay.
So that basically determines like how stiff it is and
So if they
How
use too
flimsy.
much, then it's like impossible to crack it, right?
it
Because that's
makes
like
it makes it too difficult or
too difficult to lift up.
like the thing around the pin. Yeah, it makes it, if there's too much there, then it could make it too difficult to like pull up.
I think that's one of the small things, like you said, is like you don't notice it, but it's like when you don't have it, then it's like, man, I miss a good can to crack easily.
Yeah. Oh, there's so many things that you'll never notice until it's either a bad one or it's like gone.
You know, the one I always bring up to Nathan is
The one I always bring up to you,
What do you go first?
breathing through your nose.
But that's the one I always say.
I always say that because you're like, and you can't breathe out of your nose. I'm like, so underrated.
Yeah, when your nose is like just stuffed, and well, not with that because it sucks, obviously. But trying to brush your teeth when your nose is clogged is the most infuriating thing in your life because you're like choking, but like you can't breathe because like the it's like what the fuck is going on?
Exactly. The amount of times I've seen Ryan trying to breathe out of his mouth while brushing his teeth is off the charts.
It's because like sometimes like I'll start breathing and also I start choking on because I accidentally when I breathe in a little too hard, all the toothpaste goes down my throat.
Yeah.
It's honestly that's probably the most like infuriating thing no one just realizes is trying to brush your teeth when you can't breathe out your nose or eat. I guess like all that like goes two and two when you do something with your mouth.
And yeah, anything that's in your mouth and you have to breathe, yeah, you'll definitely miss breathing through your nose.
You definitely miss breathing in general.
Yes. I think another thing that goes underappreciated until like you see a bad one
Mhm.
is someone's nose. You don't notice a good nose, but you sure as hell notice a bad nose.
Define a good nose. What defines a good nose?
Actually, let me rephrase this. A normal nose versus like a weird nose.
Define a
One
weird nose.
one that just looks out of ordinary, out of
like
the
a,
ordinary.
like a Waluigi nose.
Yeah.
Like
Or like some people have
where it like points up.
yeah, they'll have ones that point up, or there's ones where I don't know what it's called, but like the bone in your nose, like in the center, it like goes out further, so like their
Oh.
nose comes kind of like at a sharper angle.
Yeah, yeah.
It comes out further. Yeah,
It's
like that,
not like
like-
a fluent slope kind of thing.
yeah. There's like a clear and obvious break.
I do
You-
not. I just felt it. I do not have one.
You have a normal nose.
I have a normal nose,
Yes,
but I don't want to be normal. I want to be different.
you're different in many other ways. I'm gonna say that.
Yay!
Yay.
I'll take anything and everything.
As you should.
Yeah, as I should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else? Feet. Actually, no. I think all feet are kind of weird.
I feel like my feet are normal.
That's what I say about mine too. Yeah, I'd say mine are
I
normal
think-
too, in my opinion.
Feet are like not that thing you really take for granted because no one really sees your feet, right?
But when you see them, if you got weird feet,
You'll see me with my 20 toes.
got toes on the back.
Yo, my toes got toes.
Which toes is the front? No one knows.
I just walk backwards all the time.
Yeah.
You just don't realize it, Nathan.
Yeah. Everyone's wondering, why are you walking backwards? And you're like, nah, dude, I'm walking forward. My body's backwards now.
I'm just built different, dude.
Literally.
Yes, very, very literally built different.
Yes.
Yeah?
What else? There's so many more things that go unnoticed.
I feel like allergies, dude. Like food allergies. Like hardcore food allergy. Like people who are like allergic to gluten and stuff like that.
Man, that just sucks.
Yeah, like things like that's like things you take for granted. Like right now, I don't have any food allergies, which is like nice. I can technically eat anything I want.
Yeah.
Imagine like trying to eat something, your body's like, nah, I'll die if I eat this. Like peanut butter or something. Like people like the common thing,
I have that, but not I'm gonna die. It's I want to die.
peanut butter.
No. Milk.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say, bro, you had peanut butter sandwiches so much.
Oh, I do.
I got
Oh,
concerned for a second.
What you don't see is after I eat it, I go into my room, curl up into a ball, and I'm dead for like 7 hours.
After a sandwich.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, because you're like somewhat lactose intolerant, right?
Yeah. It just comes down to what's up with milk, like actual milk.
Mm-hmm.
Because I can have yogurt, cheese, ice cream, everything like that, and I'm fine.
It could be a new process, I think.
I'm pretty sure that's what it is. But whenever I have milk, oh, my stomach's a rumbling.
I think. Lost my train of thought.
Yeah, you did.
Lost my train of thought, bro. What was I gonna say? Oof.
Find out next week. See if Ryan figures out what he's gonna say.
Yeah, you know what? We should just wrap it up. We'll find out next week. We'll figure out what I was gonna say, dude. I have no idea.
I wonder if Ryan's gonna figure out what he was
Will I
gonna say.
remember what I was gonna say next week?
Probably not.
What?
All right. Thanks for listening.
Yeah, we'll see you next week.
Yeah. See ya.